A ceasefire under immense strain, largely because in Lebanon it doesn't feel like one is in place at all. Israeli strikes hit more than 100 targets on Wednesday in one of its deadliest attacks, causing any relief to quickly sour. While we welcomed the agreement between Iran and the United States of America and intensified our efforts to reach an agreement for a ceasefire in Lebanon, the Lebanese Prime Minister said Israel continues to expand its assaults, heedless of all regional and international efforts to halt the war. Why? Because for Israel there isn't any truce in Lebanon. Benjamin Netanyahu says he insisted any agreement wouldn't extend to his prime target, Iran-backed Hezbollah, and thus he would continue to, quote, strike hard. But for others, there is great confusion and great panic. Pakistan, which brokered the deal, declared in its initial announcement an immediate ceasefire everywhere, including Lebanon and elsewhere, effective immediately. Iran, too, agreed.
You cannot ask for a ceasefire and then accept terms and conditions, accept, the areas that, ceasefire is applied to, and name Lebanon, exactly Lebanon in that, and then your ally just start a massacre.
Donald Trump was initially vague, but did refer to Iran's 10-point plan, the first point of which Iran says refers to Lebanon. But since then, the president's press team has said
Lebanon is not part of the ceasefire. That has been relayed to all parties involved in the ceasefire. As you know, Prime Minister Netanyahu put out a statement last night in support of the ceasefire, in support of the United States' efforts, and he's also assured the president they'll continue to be a helpful partner throughout the course of the next 2 weeks.
While the vice president described the whole situation as,
I think this comes from a legitimate misunderstanding. I think the Iranians thought that the ceasefire included Lebanon, and it just didn't. We never made that promise. We never indicated that was going to be the case.
And that Israel would check themselves a little bit as a result. Confusion surrounding Lebanon's inclusion or not is threatening the entire deal. Iran has all but reclosed the Strait of Hormuz ahead of negotiations aimed at trying to find a long-term resolution to the conflict. Those talks are due to take place in Islamabad, headed up by J.D. Vance, meaning clarification has to come quickly. But gaps are growing between the two sides, and bridging them is shaping up to be an immense task. Victoria Innes, TRT World.